Hey guys, come on in, come on in. Y'all see those two people right there? They're going to come join us in just a minute, But I'm excited about tonight's show. We are going to have a lot of fun. We've got some really awesome discussions coming up. We got two people with us tonight that we're going to talk about AI in the makerspace. And so I'm not going to wait too long to get started, but I just wanted to intro y'all to a couple of things tonight just to make sure y'all know what is going on. One, it's AI in the makerspace. Two, if you are just now joining, make sure you get over to the Discord, guys. We have the Discord running for our community. You'll learn a lot more about AI, 3D printing, laser engraving, all sorts of stuff over there as you jump into that community and become a part. We've been having a lot of fun over there. We've been playing Farm Merge a lot, right, guys? Farm Merge. It's kind of a bit of fun show. But thank you for coming in. Get those likes going. Share this out to as many people as you can. This will be live on as many social platforms as possible. So if you can't catch us here, go somewhere else, and I'm sure you will be able to find us. And you'll understand why I don't mention names, because they'll always stop pushing me to people if I mention the names of other places, right? And so we're just going to keep going. Well, guys, this is our lineup this evening. Look, we got Nico and we got Modern Magician. How are you guys doing?
What's going on, guys?
All right.
Doing great.
These are some of the best AI guys I know, and I'm really excited about it. Now, Nico, we're going to get to him really quick. He may have to drop out. He's got a special thing happening tonight, and we don't want to keep him from that special thing. So, and if he wants to share that, he can, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. So let's get over. I want to introduce. Now, normally I ask, what are you drinking? But I know right now Nico's not drinking anything. He's just kind of standing there holding a phone, staring out into the sky, and hoping some amazing things happen. So, but I'm going to ask Nico to give me about a 2-minute intro on, Nico, tell us about yourself and the relationship to AI that you have.
Hey guys, what's up? My name's Nico. I am the owner of Nico Industries. If you're in 3D printing, my hope is that you've heard of me. I'm just another dude in a garage. It started off as cosplay, grew into this giant thing that it is now. And my relationship to AI is I was the one who started 3D Maker.ai. Okay. So what it is you upload a photo of something that you want to get modeled, and the software basically models it for you. Right now, it does have its limitations, but that's what it did. I say did because unfortunately, 3D Maker AI is no longer in service. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, my name is Nico. I'm the 3D printing guy, and I was the one who started 3D Maker.ai.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Nico. And guys, y'all know I'm drinking my usual. We got a little Guinness going on tonight, but we are going to move over to Modern Magician. Hey, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking some mug root beer.
Mug root beer. Are you a root beer guy?
Yeah, I like root beer pretty good.
Okay.
It's the first actual soda I've had in weeks. I'm normally rocking one of these.
Oh, nice. Drinking the water. Got to do the water. So tell us a little bit about yourself and kind of your relationship to AI.
Yeah, so I call myself a modern magician because of Arthur C. Clarke's quote that any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. And but by day, I'm a director of innovation for a company called Osmo. They solve technical issues at scale for mobile and broadband companies for most of North America. So you've probably interacted with my software or my platform at some point if you own a mobile phone and have to call them for support. By night, though, I'm a generalist and a maker, everything from robotics, 3D printing, software dev. Right now, I'm into like XR glasses and trying to make natural user interfaces.
Okay.
So,
okay, that's pretty awesome. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for sharing that. These guys have a lot of knowledge that I really want to get into tonight. Thank y'all for coming in. Hey, keep liking, keep sharing. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for just everything that's going on across all the platforms, guys. Just interact. Let me know. I'm going to be watching your questions. I've got mods watching your questions. So if we see something important or we see a question that needs to be answered, that will be gotten to me and we will take care of it. So please put anything in the room that you want to know about, any extension questions you have, just let us know. And we'll get this thing started. So the first thing, we are talking about AI specifically in the maker space. And I'm going from the idea that pretty much everybody has a base knowledge of the two primary AI systems that are in use right now as far as image and LLM. So the first question I want to ask is, how has AI already impacted the maker community? And the maker community we're defining as anybody who like creates something with, generally we say hands, we'll add 3D printing, some laser engraving, that type of stuff in there. But let's stick to the general maker community that we know of, because I think we'll talk about it later. Maker is expanding like by leaps and bounds. So let's just kind of keep the definition down just a little bit to what we do as a community. And so how's it affected the community, and what are some of the most exciting AI powered tools or applications that you have seen as a maker? Let's head to Nico on that one first.
So as far as AI, it affects the makerspace in a massive, massive way, right? So before AI, before you can get any files to design, right, to print, you had to have the design made by either guys like me, or you have to commission it, so on and so forth. But now you can take your son or your daughter's drawing and upload it to, as it was 3D Maker before, and it'll spit out a 3D model of what you're looking for. Now that has exponentially expanded the imagination and the industry, right? It's actually created an entire segment of its own. I know when I did it, I partnered up with a company that did our software, and then just a few months ago, I think Bamboo Labs has their own now, and it's pretty damn good, right? And these are companies that have done it on their own. And Google and Meta and all these other companies have been trying to do this software for years, right?
Right.
And so the impact that it has is now massive, because now they're competing against Google, they're competing against Meta, they're competing against all these other big companies that is allowing design to be accessed by the regular person who doesn't know how to 3D model, right? It used to be just an elite, very small group of people that can do it. And then all of a sudden you mean to tell me that everyone can do it just from a sketch? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it affects it in a giant, massive way.
Now, I know you're in that kind of special area as far as 3D models and stuff. You've really got kind of an inside thing on that. Are you seeing more of these cropping up in other places? We messed with one version on Tuesday night of another kind of rendering software for 3D. What other stuff are you seeing?
So Kaedim, that's actually the company that I worked with, Kaedim. I think they were one of the first really, really good ones, right? They had an angel round of investing. They raised $50 million. I mean, these guys are good. And then all of a sudden, Bamboo Labs has something very, extremely similar, just as good, if not better. And those two are the only ones that I know that are really, really impressive, right? But there are other companies who are taking it and they're adding UVs. They're adding more detail. Some of them have text to 3D model.
Right.
So it's mind blowing to see where we're headed, and there's more and more popping up.
Okay, cool. Modern Magician. So what are you seeing that's exciting you currently in AI within the makerspace?
For me, it's more about the educational side. I see a lot of people who might have been, afraid to go into making, or in any type of making, whether it be operating a laser cutter or, operating a 3D printer, or even how do I whittle a piece of wood the best. And ChatGPT's introduction a couple of years ago and large language models have really helped people be able to have a conversation and have tailored education for being able to broach those topics. Whereas before, they had to be YouTube trained, watch hours and hours of videos. But now they can get, if they have a question right there they can ask it and get a pointed answer rather than have to spend the time to try and go and search for YouTube videos and things like that.
Right. Hey,
I guess
hold on one second. Hold that thought. I believe we just had a disconnect. I'm going to jump back to me real quick. I need to I don't think he's going to come back in because he had a special event going on. So give me 1 second to get Modern Magician back up real quick. I apologize, guys. And he had to jump out. So give me 1 sec. We'll get this guest straight. And then we can bring him back in. I have to make little tweaks to make sure y'all can see Modern Magician well. And so let's see if we get him back in here. Come on, work with me here. There we go. All right. You're in the wrong key, but that's okay. We will live with that, I think. I'm going to take the keys off. We know this is Modern Magician, so keep going on with what you were talking about.
Yeah. So I was just saying that I think education and helping people get started in whatever craft they're trying to do, the current chat GPTs and LLMs have helped with that. I think they go beyond that too, and that if you're trying to write code for a new concept, or if you're trying to modify something in Blender, or if you're trying to figure out what G code actually means, ChatGPT and other LLMs like that can help break it down.
Right.
So I really think the education aspect from going from novice to prosumer has shortened because of AI.
Yeah, I think so. Now, let's even just kind of step back a little bit. Hey guys, in the room, I want you to put a Y if you use AI on a day-to-day basis for anything that you do. Or let's just say if you use AI twice a week, put a Y in the room. Put a Y in the room and just kind of let us know, what's our audience got what's your experience? And let's back up, and we're only about 2 years into like LLM as we know it, right? Isn't that weird?
That's right. Yeah.
Kind of give us a history of kind of what we've gone through over the last couple of years.
Yeah. So before LLMs, it was BERT models or transformers, and LLMs are just a really large transformer model. Then it become generative AI. We started seeing stable diffusion generating images, and then multiple iterations of that. Now we're into year 2 of this, where it's audio and music. We've got vision, with videos coming out now. The image generation is getting crazy good.
Oh, yeah.
So everything that we saw early is getting better. And we're seeing new modes of output along with that. I think it's been a wild ride the last 2 years.
Yeah, well, it's even crazy. I know programmers, we all kind of look at it based on how we use AI. And I know programmers look at it one way when you've got these LLMs groups out here who have really specialized in coding and everything and really trying to get it to write code. I've been a web designer for years, and there's ones I could step into now and get a almost finished website within a couple of minutes with the right prompts. It's pretty crazy. And so, I just think it's amazing. What type of stuff do you use on kind of a daily basis when it comes to AI?
Yeah, I'm generally using an LLM, whether it's a local fine-tuned or ChatGPT, Anthropic. I also do a lot of image generation with Midjourney, whether it's to get a concept for marketing stuff or whatever. I also have custom assistants that I built for building my particular flavor of programming.
Okay.
But I've trained it on like my code and the way that I write software so that it generates closer to it.
Right. I gotcha. Hey, can y'all hear that thunder through my microphone? Do I need to let me swap mics real quick so that's not as loud? It is storming here, guys, and my internet went down like 10 minutes prior to this show. So give me a second. All right, here we go. That's a little bit better. Y'all might be able to hear me a little clearer now, without all the rain and everything. So, yeah, let's even go to explain to us. Let's just break down LLM. Give me an idea on the back end. What is happening with an LLM?
An LLM is a transformer at heart, and transformers, all they do is say if you encoded all of the text in the world, as far as if I started a sentence with "Hi there," and then had a list of all the words that could come next, and had a percentage of what word might come next. Like for me, it would be "Hi there," I'm David, or I'm Modern Magician. But for you, it might be something different.
Right.
So the prediction of the next word can depend on your context and other things. So all an LLM does is it takes the words that you give it and the context that it has, and chooses probabilities of the next word to come after that.
Okay, so basically what it's doing, you're saying, based on your description, is it is taking what I've given it and creating a context based off of that. And then in its response, it's saying, these are the words, and this is the order those words need to come in based on my predictions.
That's right.
Okay.
based on all of its training knowledge, which is the entire internet in the case of OpenAI.
Yeah. So if you have anything on the internet, it's in there. Sorry. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. We will, because that's definitely something that we need to think about as a makerspace. And y'all are watching this show kind of transform a little bit since we've lost our other person in the round table. And this is going to end up being a little more of a Modern Magician interview, kind of trying to understand the things that he's using. And isn't he cute? So we talk about that. We talk about the good things happening. When you look in the makerspace and you kind of understand, we've got everything's really at this point, it's not really logic. It's more based on prediction of what it has looked at or what it's trained on. What are some potential drawbacks to AI within the makerspace that we need to look out for?
And AI in its current iteration has errors, has hallucinations, has the ability to just make up stuff. So
yeah,